After my last attempt at being a fisherman in Padavia, I took the scenic route back into the heart of Colombo to explore a career many of us love and admire, but don't really know much about. So join me as I step into the high-risk world of priceless gems and incredible luxurious jewellery. Sri Lanka has done a great job by providing free healthcare and free education. However, finding well-paying, meaningful work has always been a challenge that the youth has had to face. I'm here today to dive deep into the world of luxury gem and jewelry design, and what better place to do so than Ceylon Artisans. So join me on this GEPic journey as I try to be a luxury gem and jewelry designer. So guys, a bit of a disclaimer, I know absolutely nothing about jewelry and gemstones, so I'm putting my trust in them to show me the ropes and tell me everything that I need to know. So while I'm super excited to be here, I'm also very nervous about costing them millions because I'm very clumsy with my hands and this is not the place to mess around. I'm here today with Mustafa, who is the master artisan and the founder of Ceylon Artisans. Mustafa, what's in store for us today?
Okay, so currently I'm just finalizing few gemstones for my customer's order. So today I feel like we should go with knowing different type of gemstones and how the entire manufacturing process, the crafting process, what we go through in order to get that perfect final finished ring. So the
sounds interesting.
Yeah, just to give you a summarize of it. So basically, we'll be initially finding a stone, a perfect stone for the ring. Then
which would be something like this.
Yeah. And then the initial stage of our production process is CAD, computed design of the particular ring. And then we do the printing, which is the 3D mold of it. Then the casting, filing, polishing, setting, final polish, and then plating. So that's the entire process we're going to go through, just so that you get the feel and understanding on what are the things which goes behind in making a perfect jewelry piece, and the amount of effort we have to put into. So that's the entire idea of the whole day.
But as you know, I am here to be your apprentice for the day. And I don't know if that will help you in any way or if it will intrude and disrupt the business. I hope it will help you. But it will be a roller coaster for sure. So are you ready to take me on as an apprentice, and will you be able to teach me everything that I need to know within the next 1 or 2 days?
Well, the question has to be, are you ready?
Oh,
to become my apprentice.
Is that just a surface level question or a threat? I don't know.
But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be like something, which not most of the jewelers will give you that back-end insight on how things are done, because that's their secret. And this entire business runs on transparency. Extreme transparency we work on. So that's why definitely we'll be working around with how the production is done, how we handle customers, how the gemstones are selected. So like a 360 view on how things are done.
So it sounds very exciting, and I think I've come to the right person. Stay tuned, guys. The first part of it is the customer selecting the gemstone. How does it work? Does the customer come and see what you have to offer and then select it? Or does the customer send you a design and then you see if you are able to source it? How does it work?
So it's both ways. There are certain customers who come to our showroom and they're like, can I see some emeralds? So then we display some of the emerald pieces and all, and we show them. But there are certain people who are in our Instagram pages. They say, can you source this gemstone? So then we take a video and all. Yeah,
Mustafa. So can you show me how exactly I need to hold the gemstone?
Right. Okay. So normally, now we'll go with the bigger stone because smaller stones are most difficult to handle, right?
But can you give me the cheapest stone, because I am scared I'm going to cost you a lot of money here.
I mean, there is nothing cheap here.
The cheapest in price.
Now I'm just picking up this stone. I'm giving it to you. How are you going to hold it?
Probably from the corners, is that correct?
No. So the ideal way of holding the gemstones is not via tweezers. Tweezers is just a last phase. When you know about your gemstone, then you start using your tweezers and all that, just like a professional thing and all. But ideally, when I seeing gemstones, so the guy, like say you're a dealer, you're just gonna drop the gemstone. I'm gonna pick it up, and basically first I'm gonna hold it like this with the 2 fingers, and then rub it off my clothes to get all the fingerprints, all the dust taken out. Yeah. Just to make sure the clarity is enhanced, so that we know the exact color and exact quality what I'm buying. Right. So the reason I keep it between my fingers so that I can maneuver like this to get the understanding. Okay, how the color reflects. You know, and how the inclusions are. And then secondly, I'm just going to keep it like this, because when I'm keeping it like this, the back end gets covered. So then the color is not optimum. Then I just keep it like this to see how much the stone is transparent.
The light sort of goes.
Yeah. So if it's like a newcomer or something, they might find difficult to hold like this. They might drop the stone. So you need to have a proper hold on it. Most of the newcomers will hold it like this and they'll start doing this.
And that's when the merchant knows that this person doesn't know anything about gemstones. Yeah. So for those of you watching at home, now you know what you need to do if you want the best price.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so Mel, so recently we got this order from our customer, and so it's basically a rainbow sapphire ring with diamonds in rose gold. And just to give you an idea, so this is the casting piece of this.
What exactly is casting?
Right. Okay. So I mean, during the traditional time, during the 1990s, 2000s, there were times where jewelries were made handmade. Yeah. That time there was no technology which was existing and all. So it was purely a handmade. So every time we want to make a new design, we used to show the picture to the artisan, and they used to craft it with their skills. But
completely handmade.
Completely handmade, yes. But now what has happened is that due to inconsistency, because it all depends on their mood, a lot of variability is how the design is going to come out. So to get the consistency in the design, what we do is that most 99% of our jewelries are casted. So casting means basically we do a CAD drawing. It's like a computer-aided design of the jewelry piece.
Computer-aided design, that's CAD.
CAD. And then we do a 3D print. From 3D print, we make a mold out of it. And from mold, we do casting.
And later on, will we be able to go see the CAD system and the 3D printed the mold that you create? Will that be possible?
Yeah, so the CAD and the 3D print is definitely possible because it's all done in our office. Yeah, castings we should be able to, because that's the only process what we outsource in our production process.
Everything else that's done is in-house.
Everything else is done in-house here. Yeah, but I mean, just to get an idea, you have been in my office for about 2-3 hours. I just want to understand how much have you grasped in terms of knowledge. So all you see is there's multiple sapphires here, multiple different type of stones. Now this is the ring we have made, and one of these stones have to fit into this ring. So just to put your knowledge into test, can you tell me what type of stone should I put into this ring to make sure that the optimal finish is achieved?
Looking at the shapes and sizes, I would say these.
So you're saying this should go into this?
Yeah. Am I wrong?
Actually, spot on.
Really? Guys, you all might think this is scripted, but I swear it's not scripted.
Actually, it's right. This is what we are going to use for this particular
ring.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
Not too bad.
I feel like I had the right tutor.
I mastered the skills after 7 years. You mastered the skills after 20 minutes.
maybe after today you could actually drop the contract for me. Mustafa, having gotten this answer right, I'm feeling confident. I feel like I'm ready for the next step. So would it be possible for you to take me to the computer-aided design system that you spoke of, for me to see how these rings are designed, these type of rings?
Yeah, of course, it's right here. We can go,
Okay, brilliant. So for those of you watching, if you have a favorite type of gemstone, please make sure to comment below. And if any of you are interested to see how rings like this are made, make sure to stay tuned.
So basically, this is the CAD section. He's our main head designer.
So this is the same ring that is designed.
Yeah, so basically, we give him a design, like a picture and a measurements. And then from there, he takes it on to a CAD design. So from A to Z is done here. So basically, this particular software can track the gold how much gold we'll be using for the production.
Okay.
What are the
So the percentage of gold, basically. Okay.
Yeah. Now let's say, now in our traditional methods, the hand makers can never tell how much gold they will be using.
Yeah.
Only after they make it, they can tell you, okay, this is the amount of grams that's gone.
Yeah.
So then, sometimes let's say we estimate, okay, that we are going to use 4 grams, and we give a quotation based on 4 grams, but the hand maker have used 6 grams.
Oh,
So I have to go back to the customer and say we have additionally used 2 grams, convince them to pay for the 2 grams. But in this case, it's not the case. So here he makes
precise.
Here he makes the entire thing and gives the entire gold idea.
Okay.
This is the amount of gold boss it will go. This is the amount of diamonds it will go. This is the stone sizes I need to finish the production.
Okay.
Then we give these orders to our vendors to get us sourcing for the stones and all. One small mistake, if he does, the entire production won't happen properly. So he needs to understand, okay, how the setter will react when he sees this thing. How will the polisher, how much of thickness I have to keep, because once it polishes, it will become thinner. So he has to keep that much of thickness. So he has to have a production knowledge to do this. So this is one of the most critical area in the entire company.
High pressure jobs.
High pressure job, If you see the 3D print, this is a 3D print of the piece.
Oh wow, okay.
So from here only, they will he will put it for a 3D print, and this is what it comes out as. Plastic version of the ring.
Mustafa, this looks very exciting. Would it be possible for me to try it out, try the software out, and see
you
if
ask
I...
the boss.
Okay, can I try it out?
Supon, okay there?
Okay. So Mustafa was nice enough to give me the opportunity to try out their CAD system, and I'm very excited to try it, although I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. Based on what I know, the little that I know, I'm going to try and see, and then I'll call in Supun to see if I've done an okay job, like it's passable. I'm about to try it. You can come check it out. I think instead of duplicating it, I moved it completely.
I never imagined that designing jewelry meant actually knowing the technical side of creativity. What really blew my mind is how much goes on before a single piece of metal is even touched. Who would have thought that to design a ring, you need an entire creative team behind you, sketching, planning, and perfecting every detail on paper first.
So I've done the best I could based on what I know. I'm about to call Supun in to see if I've done an okay and an acceptable job. Let's see. Supun.
Double M.
Okay. And duplicate. Okay.
Now done your item.
Okay. So not bad. I had only gotten one part wrong. I had done 80 to 90% of the ring. The final touches of the ring had been done. So I'm happy with my performance here. Not too bad. Shape? Good. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. So based on my understanding of what exactly Supun does, it's a very difficult job, and there's a lot of attention to detail that's required because a centimeter here, an inch there could make a huge difference in the outcome of the ring or any piece of jewelry for that matter. So it's very important that his precision is on point. The machine that you can see behind me here is a 3D printer, which is connected directly to the computer where the CAD is finalized. So once the CAD is finalized, it is sent to the printer, and then in 3 to 4 hours, you'd get a 3D model like this. By doing so, the artisans are able to save time, money, and energy because they are able to identify any shortcomings or defects in the product before they send it for casting. On the flip side, as a customer, you are able to try on the physical product before it's sent for casting. How cool is that? Imagine, just a few days after you send your product for design, you are able to get a physical copy like this to identify if this is exactly what you want, and you are able to make changes if you require. Amazing.
So now that I had gotten a glimpse of the pre-design process, it was time to step into the workshop and see how a design on a computer transforms into something tangible. And today you get to share that experience with me.
So basically, you have come to the Ceylon Artisans workshop.
Okay.
Where all the actions, all the jewelry pieces you see behind the scenes, everything happens here.
Everything happens here?
Yeah. So this is a small workshop.
Yeah.
So it's a very high quality workshop.
Okay.
So if you see all these craftsmen who we have hired, who are working for us, are almost 15 to 20 years in the industry, experience in making jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, this whatever the workshop you're standing in is just 1 year old.
Really? Just 1 year?
Yeah, so December only we started this workshop.
Okay.
So before that we were outsourcing all our production. But lately we decided that in order to get the highest quality, the best prices, we thought of starting our own workshop, in-house workshop. This is the station for polishing.
Okay.
Right, so our master polisher, she basically does the first polishing.
Okay.
Now the reason we do the first,
there are multiple, you said, yeah?
Yeah, there are two type of polishing. I mean, there's a first polishing and a final polishing.
Okay.
So most of the craftsmen in Sri Lanka, they don't go for first polishing is because there's a high amount of wastage.
Okay.
And there's a lot of time consuming. If you don't smoothen it, if you don't remove the optimal shine, once you put the diamonds won't have that amazing shine what
the look that it's supposed to have. Okay.
Yeah, the brilliant shine.
Okay.
So that's why we decide to go for first polishing, where we get everything cleaned inside and then we do the setting.
Okay. Ring. And then look into the microscope?
Yeah.
Okay. It's insanely clear. You can see everything, every single detail about the ring, and even the dirt in your fingers can be seen. That's how clear this is. So when we were back at the store, Mustafa showed me a patparasha, and he told me that that was the most valuable one that he had there. I was fortunate enough to polish a patparasha ring, the one that we saw just now. And while I told Mustafa that I can offer him only 20 rupees, I was not wrong there. That was all I could offer him, but he trusted me with a very valuable ring. So thank you so much, Mustafa.
Right, Mel. So basically, now we are at the setting stage.
Okay.
Now currently, our setters are finishing an engagement, a diamond engagement ring.
Okay.
Now
Lovely.
Now it's almost at the final setting stage. And if you see this, basically, this setter who sits here is about almost 20 years experience in this industry.
20 years?
Yeah.
You need someone with a lot of experience.
Exactly. And the reason we give them lifetime warranty is because we trust our setters that they're going to do a fantastic job. And up to now, it's been 7 years and not even one person has come and complained that, yes, there are few small stones falling.
No major complaints.
Not major complaints.
No
we had
major
complaints, but not major complaints, yes. So
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, so I'll let you sit here and you can see the quality of setting this person has done in order to finish this item.
Okay.
Can you see the thing?
Oh yeah.
Can you see the brilliance of it?
This is beautiful.
Nice, huh?
I think the rest of the crew needs to take a look at this.
Yeah.
What really amazed me is that creating jewelry isn't just about designing and crafting it. You also have to show it in the right way. There's an art to capturing the sparkle of a gem, so people can appreciate it even before visiting the store. Luckily, I got to try my hand at content creation at Ceylon Artisans, and it gave me a whole new appreciation for the work behind every piece.
So this is where all the photography and the videography is done for Ceylon Artisans. Everything that you see on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, everything, all the content is created here. You can see they have their own softbox, the lighting, their own in-house camera, and a mini studio, if you will, just to make sure that they get the content right. Because now, from what I've seen in the workshop, seeing the finished product here, it makes it so much more sentimental, and it makes more sense to me to understand that this finished product that we see here went through all of that to become as beautiful as it is here. Mustafa, can you take us through how exactly you got into this industry?
Right. So right after my college, obviously, as a normal mainstream person, you're looking for a job.
Yeah.
You're looking to do something with your life, and so I did my college in business management. And after my college, I was looking for a job, and I got this opportunity at a jewelry factory.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in Pandura, and I was not looking to get into the jewelry industry, but fortunately, I got a job there.
You just stumbled upon it. There was an opportunity.
Opportunity, and it was about almost 50 kilometers away from my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to get that experience on how to work in a factory, how to handle people, different personalities.
And how old were you then?
I was just 22 years old.
Okay, only 22.
22 years old, yeah. And so for 1.5 years, I worked there as a marketing manager. So I was handling all the online work and also the factory, the orders, how the customers used to place their orders. So I used to get all the 360 degrees experience when I was working
Which was
there.
very important.
Which was very important, right? And due to some issues with the directors, I had to leave the company. But I didn't leave in the intentions to start a new brand. But after I left, again, I was figuring it out whether I want to start a new job or do something on my own, because I was very close to getting married. With that responsibilities, you cannot then take risks.
You have to be stable.
Yes, too stable. Yes. At that time, when I was like, let's just start and see where I end up. So at that time, I had my laptop. My dad had got me a scooter, like a Dio, Honda Dio. And I had a few thousands in my bank. So I was like, I mean, the greatest asset I have is this. So then I took a co-working space for 15,000 rupees a month, took my laptop and started a brand. So that time I should just fetch some pictures from Google, put it on my Instagram page and then promote it. And at that time, few of the people knew about me and about my work, and also they thought of trying it out. So they took
a chance on you.
They took initiative and they were like, let's just try and see. And I was outsourcing my production then. So I should go and get the production done, go and deliver it to customer, get the payments, everything. I used to handle it.
Just you.
And now actually it's been, I think, 6.5, 7 years.
Really?
With that.
And you've come a really long way. I'm looking around and I must say I'm very impressed.
So right now this is our own showroom. It's our first showroom with almost about 350 jewelry pieces in stock. Which is all done by our own money, no fundings, no loans. Even parents also, we have not taken any loans from my parents.
It's just what you build this business on.
So this entire business is built organically. So we don't own anyone anything right now. So we have our own workshop now. We have a showroom in Maldives. So this is all done in 6 years. But the secret of doing this is being honest and being truthful to what you are selling and having a good pricing so the customer can trust you and always come again and purchase from you.
How you think I dealt or I fared with this experience? Did I do well? Would you hire me, or am I still at the level of an apprentice?
So it's just one day. So I mean, if I just want to give you an evaluation on a daily basis, on a one-day experience, I think you've done a pretty good job.
Really?
Yeah, but it's very difficult.
So I can change careers now.
No, but it's very difficult to hire in just one day. But I mean, I'm sure if you work hard and if you anyone who wants to start a jewelry business or wants to start a workshop, if they work hard, anything is possible. So even I'm standing here just after 6 years experience. That's a very short time.
And there was a time where you were also inexperienced.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know anything of this. Nothing. I mean, I had no knowledge, zero knowledge of this. I had not done any course. So anyone can achieve this. So it's possible.
So like Mustafa said, if you are passionate about something and you have the drive and the dedication, anything is possible. Right, Mustafa?
Yeah.
And finally, I want to say a big thank you to you for being so accommodating. I think you went out of your way to ensure that you taught me everything. I think you stopped a few processes here and there, for which I am very sorry. And most importantly, you trusted me with very, very expensive pieces of jewelry and gems. So I think a big thank you from me and also the rest of the team for being so accommodating.
And
thank you very much.
for coming to our factory and showroom.
Yes, thank you so much.
No problem.
One thing that really stood out to me, and something we often overlook, is the power of good customer service. It's not just about selling a product or a service. It's about building real relationships with your customers. And today, I actually got to see that in action. So tune in to discover which incredible new world I'll dive into next. Hit that subscribe button now. You don't want to miss out on our next GEPic journey. See you there.